Hi, hello, good morning. I am at my market today. I am back where I started. Well, didn't really start, but this was the one that I said I needed to redeem myself to see if I could truly sell in this market. So I am sitting here in my car getting ready to unpack everything. I will give you a look at what the market looks like now when people start getting here and once I get everything set up. So come along with me on market day. So I am so cute today. Look. My little overalls, I love them. They're so cute. Amazon. So go figure. Look, this whole outfit, Amazon. If you don't know about it, get to know it. I'll leave a link somewhere if you're interested. So let's get set up. How you doing? We are all set up. We're getting ready. We have about 20 minutes before the whole thing takes place. So let's get started. Hey, checking in. Doing pretty well. It started out slow in the beginning, but it started picking up around 10 o'clock. I'll go into details later. It's about an hour and a half left of the event. I've been doing very well. So I'll see you soon. All right, I'm all packed up. I'd say this was a big improvement compared to my last event here. So I will get home, tabulate the numbers, and fill you all in as to how everything went. Hey, coming at you a couple days later. The event was on Saturday and I'm coming to you on Monday. So I needed time to recuperate and recover. It was a long day for me, and I'm glad that I took that time to rest and recover to give you as clear and concise information as possible about this past Saturday event. First and foremost, this event was held at the Wildberry Field and Market in Crownsville, Maryland. And this is the same market that I did back in July, where there were multiple people selling the same things as I was, and I struggled to make back what I thought was appropriate for me, but I did make it back. This particular time around, I was the only one selling crochet plushies. There were knitted plushies and a couple of booths that sold knitted plushies, but I was pretty much the only one selling the particular crochet plushie that I had. The event started at 9, and I made my first sale at 9:52 a.m. And I had a conversation with a couple of other vendors, and they noted that it was slow to start in the beginning, but then it quickly picked up around that 10 o'clock hour. And once it picked up around that 10 o'clock hour, I had multiple people coming in and through my booth per usual, telling me how great everything looks, how professional, how tight and neat my stitches are. And they were just, as always, amazed by my product. There were a couple of times I got worried because there were a host of children coming into my booth at once, and they kept grabbing and touching everything and trying to take everything. There was one occasion where, while I was checking one person out, a child had grabbed one of my mini Humble Bumbles and tried to walk away with it. Fortunately, I had my sister-in-law with me, and she saw it, and she chased down the little boy and grabbed the item back from the child. And the parent, I guess they didn't notice, and they told the child, "We're supposed to pay for this before we take it." So I'm glad I had additional help there, because if not, I would have been missing one of my items for sale. But that's not why we're here. Some of the highlights of the events. Highlight of the event, I made it through. I got to have conversations with great people. I did get an increase in sales compared to my previous July event, because remember I said we're going to compare how I did from July to August. So in July I sold 13 items. I sold 28 items this time. So increase in sales. Granted, there weren't a lot of major big ticket items that I sold, but I did sell a lot of smaller items that all, it kind of equated out to be around the same amount if you compare the big ticket items to all of the small items combined together. So just to give you an idea, the biggest item that I sold was Tiana the turtle. I sold 1. The popular item that I sold were my revised Octo Squishies. So remember, I used to have the loop tentacles, the little plushies. As always, they always sell the best. I had brought 9 with me, and I sold 6. Oh, and Tiana, I brought 2 with me, and I only sold 1. The next big item, the next popular item that I sold, of course, Leggy Froggies, the regular size Leggy Froggies. I had brought 7 with me, and I sold 4. So those did really well. The mini ones that I had, the mini froggies, surprisingly, I had 7 with me and I only sold 3. I thought that would be a lot more popular. The axolotls, I only made 2 regular size axolotls and I sold both. So those will be ones that I continue to make more of in the future, because I know those will consistently sell. I know that the tofu, the turtle, new product that I made from Meg's Crochet Shop. I'm not saying that name right, but I'll put her information in the description below. I had made 5 tofu the turtles and I sold 3, and they were big and popular with the customers, and they wanted more. I only had 5 and I sold 3. So those are ones that I'll make in the future. My mushy boys, surprisingly this time around, weren't as popular. I only sold 1. I brought 7 with me. So it's all about the demographic you sell in. Usually, for example, the August 5th market that I did was in Calvert County, and I sold 7 mushy boys. I brought 7 mushy boys with me this time and sold 1. So again, it's about the market you're selling in, whether something will be popular or not. For example, again, my mini Humble Bumbles, the ones that I saw was very popular in my August 5th one, I only sold 2 this time. I brought 6. So they weren't as popular at this market, but I know in the future, wherever I go, if I bring about 5 to 6 of them, they will sell. I did sell one of my chubby frogs at this market, so those aren't as popular, but I know the mini chubby frogs are popular. And I didn't make any this time around because I wasn't trying to make a lot for this market. I just wanted to see what I could do with the products that I had in the time that I had available. So to summarize, my most popular items that sell consistently well: Octo Squishies, Axolotls, Leggy Froggies. So, and turtles. Those consistently sell well for me regardless of the market that I do. They sell well in any demographic. They sell well wherever I take them, regardless of the style that I do. People want those. So those will be things that I focus a lot of time on when I do markets. I'll make more of those. To give you an idea of how many things I sold, I brought 78 items with me. So I sold 28. So not that bad. Not bad for markets that I really was just trying to compare and do better with. And I did do better with the market this time around. The numbers, that's also why you're here, right? So, gross sales, total sales, I made about $367. Now, when you take out the taxes, the fees for Square, when you consider that I had to pay my sister-in-law for her support and services that she provided for me, the booth fee, again, the booth fee was $100. I am walking away with $154. To be fair, I did well. It's just that a lot of the fees, like the booth fee and then paying someone to work with me, really bite into my profit that I had that could come back into my pocket. I didn't even take into consideration that I stopped off and got breakfast. That was $9. And then I had gotten gas earlier in the week. That was $41. So when you consider all of that, I'm walking away with just over $100 in profit from this event. So would I do an event at the Wildberry Field and Market again? No, it's not worth my time. The profits that I make, the money that comes back into my pocket from participating, the cost to participate in that market, no, it's not worth it for me. If anyone in the Maryland area would like to participate in that, feel free. It could work out better for you than it did for me. Maybe my prices for that demographic of people and customers wasn't ideal. But I've seen other people who have made $500+ in one event and walk away with much more because they didn't have to consider the other fees that need to be paid. And again, I came into that market as a walk-in, if you will, a pop-in. So I paid higher fees to participate compared to if I had applied earlier in the year and gotten multiple dates at one time for a cheaper price. But like I said, it's not worth it for me to keep going back to that market. So I'll find other ones. I will go back to markets that I do very well in. I will make products that people are really gravitating towards. But that's going to have to be for a later date, because as I said, this was my last market for the summer. I'm taking off September and October, and then I will be back in November at one of my favorite places, Huntingtown High School. I participate in that event. This will be my 3rd time participating. So if you want to see how that craft fair goes, keep coming back. I have 3 events lined up so far for November and December, and I will keep you all informed about how those go, things that do well there, especially during the holiday season, which is very different than the summer season. But as I've said, with these next few videos coming out, it's not going to focus as much on markets, but it will still focus on crochet. So I will still have many things for you to watch and see and enjoy. I don't plan on stopping videos during my time in September and October. But if you see a couple videos where you're like, that looks kind of old, just go with it. It's one of mine that I have in the vault of drafts that I have that I've had in reserve for those times in September and October. But they're still just as entertaining. So tune in to them, enjoy them, and I hope that you can continue to like, share, subscribe, ring the bell, send to your friends so that they can like, share, and subscribe, so that we can build up this community. I have so much I want to share with you all, and I hope that you all would want to hear it. And this isn't just me talking to you, it's a conversation. So if you want to send me a message or have a conversation with me, ask me a question, please feel free to, because I love answering your questions. You guys are so wonderful. It's so nice to me in the comments section, and I enjoy seeing your comments. It makes me feel happy that you all want to engage with me. So continue to do that, and I will continue to respond back as best as I can. As long as we are able to keep this community as it is, I should be able to respond back to as many of you as possible. But I will wrap up this video now, and I will say to you all, goodbye, farewell, please take care.